Hey, good morning. John again to play Immaculate Grid, going for low time, going for low rarity score. I'm playing grid number 418, which was the career on base percentage for Mr. Edgar Martinez. Story behind that sign back there is it was actually the last game I ever went to with my dad. I went with both my parents. They were visiting me in Seattle. I lived there for about 4 years. And I'd actually just bought my first house. And they were sort of helping me move in and getting to see the city a little bit. I took them up to the Needle, and then I took them to T-Mobile Park, and they were actually doing a fan giveaway because Edgar Martinez had just been inducted in the Hall of Fame, which is also I also went to. Um, and they were doing this fan giveaway. Edgar Martinez Drive is actually what the exit is off I-5 to go to the stadium. So um, my mom fought through some people to get a sign. It was pretty awesome. So since then, I've had my sort of hangout. My two homes has been at Edgar Martinez Drive and Man Cave Boulevard. So I had my last place, and I have it in this one here, where you guys get to share Immaculate Grid with me. So that's a little sentimental story I've got. Edgar Martinez, 418 career on base percentage. I'll see if I can use him. Probably not. I mean, there's only a handful of categories he'll really work for here, but let's share, and we'll just get rid of that. Hit go, and away we go. Yep, not gonna work here. All right. Uh Cubs and oh, why am I okay. We'll go this one. Jose Batista. Only one team. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. works for that one. Let's see. Playing right field. How about Alex Rios? Mine went there for some reason. Larry Walker won an MVP award. Sosa won an MVP award. MVP, only one team. Chipper Jones will work for that. Let's see here. Oh, I should use Sammy Sosa there. James Baldwin works. Oh, he doesn't? Who was I thinking of? You know who I was thinking of? I was thinking Jason Bure or Jamie Navarro would have worked, but not him. Bummer. Mike Morgan. Dang. And that even took me too long too. It took a minute 10 to get a wrong answer. Yeah, I came up. James Baldwin is not was I was thinking Jamie Navarro and Jason Bure. Both played for the Brewers as well as these two teams. Baldwin was an all-star. That's where I know Baldwin from. And I did not use the only one team category, which that was going to be tough because I'm trying to think who I really know on the current iteration of the White Sox, or who even would have worked. I think I would have, because I've got a name. He's my 300 guy. I might have had to use him though. So my question is then I would have gone with Eddie Seacott. Would I have been right about him? Jason Brave played for the Reds, fun fact. And the answer is no, I would have been wrong. What about who else was kicked off that team? Weaver, what was his name? Nah, I must be thinking of a different guy. Third baseman. Buck something? I don't know. What about Walsh? I'm not going to play any of these guys. I'm just curious if any. Oh, he wouldn't even worked. He played 3 games. He's also the all-time leader in ERA. Fun fact. All right. Well, that was disappointing. And I think I would have been a pick your poison. I'm trying to think of players I know on the current iteration of the White Sox, but they're just so bad right now. All right. So the name I've got stored up is Steve Eddy, who's also my guy for wait, actually, is that right? I don't think those years are right. Don Eddy is the guy. I almost messed that up. Might have messed it up on the time round. Don Eddy's the guy. He's the guy who had like a 370 batting average or something in parts of 2 seasons with the White Sox. All right. And then my guy over here is Carlos Diaz. Got to get the right one. There we go. All right. Anyone who's ever played right field and won an MVP at any point. I wonder if Ted Williams ever played any time in right field. He won a couple MVPs. Not sure if Cepeda ever played out there. Mookie Betts will obviously work. Let's see. I went with Sosa, which was an interesting choice. I'm trying to remember if Gabby Hartnett ever won an MVP. Sandberg will work. Sosa will work. Chris Bryant will work. Who else? And then MVPs from only one team, but we probably don't want to go with an MVP from like a recent team. Um, Ernie Banks is a 2-time winner. He'll work. 3%. Also, he would have worked over here, but maybe that's why he's a little bit lower. I'll go with Hank Sauer. Just thought of that one. 1%. Clemente. I think you guys, Adrian Gonzalez, I remember once played a game in right field for the Red Sox, but he was not an MVP. That's the kind of guy I wanna try to find. And yeah, as far as right fielders here, let's see here. What about like Jermaine Dye, Maglio Ordonez? Not sure if Mike Cameron spent any time in right field. Greg Luzinski, maybe, although I think he was DHing pretty much full time. Not sure on Al Simmons. Joe Jackson, I think will work. I think played both corner outfield positions. Not sure on Albert Bell. I think he was more of a left fielder with the White Sox, but moved over to right field when he played for Baltimore those 2 seasons. Hmm. I need anyone who was a right fielder or played right field at some point, which is kind of a key distinction there. Didn't Ty Cobb win an iteration? I mean, he was more of a center fielder, but I know he played a little right field in there towards the end of his career. Reggie Jackson will work. He won the 1973. Yelich will work. Braun will work. Braun might work because he's better known as a left fielder, but he did play a little bit of right field. Sit some 90s MVPs. Cecil Fielder, not seeing him playing anywhere other than first base or DH. Ripken, no. Eckersley, no. Frank Thomas, back-to-back, no. Mo Vaughn is a hard no. Griffey will work, but I think I skipped one. Gonzalez, he'll work. 96, 98. 99 was Pudge Rodriguez. That's a lot of 90s guys. Dale Murphy will work. He won his MVPs in center, but played quite a bit of right. Same with Andre Dawson will work as well. Um, so that's a few options out there, but the best I've come up with so far is center fielders who've played a little bit of right field. And of those, do I go with Wangan? Do I go with Griffey? Wangan was a right fielder. I'm spending a lot of time dwelling on this one. See, Winfield was never an MVP. Feels like there's got to be a good answer out there, like a really good answer, but I'm not come up with anything that good. Pete Rose will work. He won an MVP. I think he might have been a right fielder the year he won it too. How about that? Let's try Pete Rose. Sub one. All right. All right. Played right field for a minimum of one game at some point. Got these two. Jose Cruz Jr. was more of a center fielder. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Let's pay tribute to Willie Upshaw. Takes point two. Thanks for writing those kind words. Literally 3 words about my dad's book. Said it's a grand slam on the back of Can't Miss. A tribute to Willie Upshaw. Don't know if he ever read it or said that, but maybe he did. Maybe he did. I assume I assume my dad didn't just make that up, or the publisher didn't just make that up, but it'd be pretty funny if he did. See, right field for the White Sox. Bo Jackson will work. Ken Griffey Jr. works. Maybe Carlos Quentin. I think he was more of a left fielder. I think Lazinski will work. How about he'll actually work on the next one over, but let's go Dave Martinez. That's a pretty low one. Nice. All right, over here, White Sox and Cubs. Did we decide Carl Reynolds had played for the Cubs at some point? I don't remember. Played for the Red Sox, White Sox, Orioles. I'm not remembering Cubs, so I'm just going to go with not James Baldwin, not Jason Bray, but Jamie Navarro. For point two, there's a Brewer. And for Cubs and Blue Jays, that's kind of an interesting one. Did Benito Santiago play for the Cubs? He definitely works for the Blue Jays. Carter will work, but you don't want to play him. McGriff will work. It's a pretty popular one. I think, I'm guessing. Let's see. How about Randy Myers? Point three. So rarity score of 6 after completely failing on, I guess, this category. But I was gonna struggle on this category, and there were 400 options. 400. I should have been able to come up with opportunity. He was in the home run derby last year. Jermaine Dye leading the way here, Batista here, Judge here. Okay, nothing too crazy. I'll take my 6. Thank you so much for playing. We'll be back at it probably tomorrow. You all have a great Memorial Day weekend. Peace.